What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I want to talk about the Baltimore Ravens and the revenge season that I think they're about to have, because this team last year was the most banged up football team I think I've ever seen, and they're coming back healthy. Everybody's coming back healthy. I know there's like the Lamar Jackson contract situation looming over, but that'll get figured out. That should get figured out. He's their leader. He is the franchise, so I don't expect that to get hung up. And I want to talk about their team as a whole because I think they're going to be really, really good and probably going to win the division. I like them to win the division, and here's why. Before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. I really, really appreciate it. But I think their defense is going to be really good. And I think they have just enough on offense. And I think that they revamped the offense in ways that a lot of people didn't really pay attention to. Their O-line got way better year over year. Their O-line, that's where I want to start this, because Ronnie Stanley should be coming back from his injury. He's one of the best left tackles in the game. So hopefully he's able to return to that form. And then, you got the left guard at Tyree Phillips or Ben Powers, who are both decent enough. They drafted Tyler Linderbaum, who is literally the #1 center in the draft by like a huge margin. Like, it's projected that he's going to be an all-pro center. That's what his projection is. And getting him where they got him in the draft, I've done a video on it before, was a steal. So they got him. Kevin Zeitler is a great right guard. Love his game. They signed Morgan Moses on the right side, so that's good. And they also drafted Daniel Filele. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but they have more depth on that line now. And if it stays healthy, they're going to be really, really good. And they're going to be a powerhouse up front. And then obviously you have a top 3 tight end in the league in Mark Andrews, who is just a Mandrews. He's a machine, one of the best at his position, obviously. Can make plays literally all over the field. Lamar Jackson's favorite target for a reason. He's awesome. You got J.K. Dobbins coming back from injury, and he was a monster as a rookie. That guy, I'm pretty sure he was averaging over five yards a carry. Let me fact check. He averaged 6 yards per attempt as a rookie. He got hurt last year before the season even started. So hopefully, like the Ronnie Stanley situation, he's coming back ready to go. He's back to what he was, because he looks like he's ready to take over that lead back role. And then, they have some depth there at running back, unlike last season where they were literally on like running back 9 for some reason. Like, it's just all the injuries that took a toll. Gus Edwards coming back. Mike Davis. I think Mike Davis is a good backup running back. That's his role. And I think that fits him better. He's not a starting caliber running back, but good as a number 2 or a number 3, depending on the health. And then Justice Hill's pretty solid too. But receiver is where this team is going to be, it's going to be the biggest deal, because really all they have that's like Rashod Bateman is it. Like, that is, if he takes that step, they're going to be fine. And I hope he does, because he was a first-round pick for a reason. I think he's very, very talented. But they don't have a lot behind him. Devin Duvernay's okay. He's not bad. James Prochet, I don't know a ton about, just personally. So I'm not going to really speak on him. Lamar Jackson as quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback in the league. He's former MVP. I believe in Lamar. I really do. I think he's going to have a huge year as long as he's, gets his contract figured out. But I think it's ultimately going to be a lot on Rashod Bateman. If he's able to take that next step, their offense will literally catapult into a different tier. So I think their offense should be somewhere like top 12 to 14 in terms of where they should finish. And maybe that's underselling them or overselling them, but I think they have just enough to be a very capable offense. And when you have a weapon like Lamar Jackson, it just sets up your team for success. Defensively, I think that's where they're really going to be really, really good. I think they might be a top 5 defense. Michael Pierce and Travis Jones, who's a rookie. Michael Pierce is a Pro Bowl D tackle from what I can remember. Calais Campbell's one of the top, defenders of the last 10 years. He's so underrated, and he's a monster. He's a great leader. Calais Campbell's awesome. So he's a beast. Odafe Owe, I expect he's going to have a really, really good sophomore season. I thought he was a playmaker as a rookie. He only had like 5 sacks, a couple of forced fumbles, some recoveries and stuff. But I think with the defense getting healthy and the secondary in particular getting a lot better, you're going to see the sacks for the defense go up, because they're going to have more time to get to the quarterback, rather than when the secondary is all injured and then, guys are getting beat quick. That won't be an issue as long as they're healthy. Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey as a cornerback duo. If Marcus Peters is able to return to the form that he was at in 2020, then they're going to be in really great shape. Marlon Humphrey is a elite top 10 to 11 corner. So he's somewhere in that range for me. Marcus Peters is in that top 20. So they have a nice duo. And then, you have Kyle Fuller as the cornerback 3, which is a really nice role for him. I like that particularly more than what he was playing before. And then the safeties. Personally, Kyle Hamilton was one of my favorite picks in the entire draft. I made a whole video on it. Him and Tyler Linderbaum were 2 of my favorite picks in the draft. And Kyle Hamilton, he just looks like that guy that's going to be super versatile, to where he's not going to be super rangy, but also he's not going to be the guy that can only play in the box. He can kind of do a little bit of both. And that versatility is going to really help the defense. And then free safety, Marcus Williams, top 5 or 6 at the position. They're sleeping on Marcus Williams. That guy is elite. Having him playmaker back there with Marlon Humphrey, with Marcus Peters, Kyle Hamilton, that secondary is going to be nasty. And then, of course, they have like the greatest kicker of all time in Justin Tucker. So special teams should be pretty damn good too. So I really like how they're going to turn. I've been thinking about it. I don't know where I project them. I think that they'll probably be somewhere in the top 4 or 5, but I don't, because there's the question marks with the guys coming back from injury. So that's where I kind of struggle. But I think if those guys are able to return to form, then they're going to be a top 4 or 5 team in the AFC. The AFC is loaded this year. Their division is loaded. You know, you got the Bengals who just went to the Super Bowl. You got to the Browns who are going to be without Deshaun Watson for 6 games. That's kind of, the Browns defense is really, really good. And I like how that team projects too, but I don't support what's going on right there. I think that whole situation was just a mockery of the NFL. But the Ravens are the team I'm rooting for. I've been like a closet Ravens fan. Like I don't claim the fandom or anything like that, but I've always liked watching them for some reason. I don't know. Purple's my favorite color, and Ed Reed was amazing. Ray Lewis was amazing. I just love this team over the years and from the time that I've been able to watch them. So much fun. And I think this year they're going to be really, really good. And I think they're returning to form. And that's great for Ravens fans because, you know, they went through a lot last season. That was, I said it, that was the most injured team I've ever seen. And seeing them come back, I think it's going to be a revenge season. Anyway, let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think they're going to have a big year? Do you think they're going to be more of like what it was last year? Are you worried about the Lamar Jackson contract situation? Or like, what's your thoughts on the Ravens going into the season? Because I think they're going to be very, very good. I'm hopeful that they're going to be that way. Being healthy, I think that's going to be a big step for them. And I'm excited for it. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. Really, really appreciate it. Hit the comments up with whatever you got. If you disagree with me completely, I am completely cool with that. That is fine by me. We can all have a different opinion. And, you know, Ravens fans, you might even disagree with me. You might think I'm overrating or underrating your team. That's completely fine. Let me know what you think. That's engagement is the best. I love the conversations that we're able to have. And I learn more about the teams and the perspectives of the fan base. It's awesome. But yeah, so I'm done here. Thank you for watching.